Jumping right into breakfast, as a base, I use my pumpkin walnut bread recipe that I will link below. I substituted 3/4 cups of the all-purpose flour for oat flour, and I added in a 1/2 cup of walnuts and a 1/2 cup of pepitas. Then I'm just going to give it a good mix, and you should have a nice thick mix just like this. And we are making these into muffins, so you will need your muffin tin along with liners if you desire. And you're going to completely fill in your mold with the batter. This is optional. I am adding more seeds and nuts to the top of the batter. In a preheated 375-degree oven, you're going to bake your muffins for 20 to 22 minutes. And this is what they look like fresh out of the oven. Muffins are perfect for meal prep, a quick grab-and-go breakfast that is full of protein and will keep you full for hours. And they are also freezer friendly. These were so moist and delicious, and I love the addition of the nuts inside and outside of the muffin. And I did make some additional muffins without the nuts on top. And next I'm making some braised white beans. This is a copycat recipe for Zoe's Kitchen. That restaurant no longer exists in my area, so I was happy to find a dupe recipe. So I started off with a tablespoon of grapeseed oil. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of shallots, but I used about an 1/8 cup of white onions that I had on hand. Then I added a 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, a teaspoon of chopped fresh rosemary, and a teaspoon of minced garlic. Then I added in 2 cans of drained and rinsed cannellini beans, along with 1 1/4 cup of vegetable broth. Then you're going to give everything a good mix. On medium heat, you're going to simmer for about 15 minutes until the liquid begins to thicken. And this is what your beans should look like after the 15 minutes. And at this point, you will add salt or pepper to taste. I'm serving my beans with 2 of the salads that I made in my summer salads video. I will link that video below. And that is the Greek potato salad as well as the quinoa tabbouleh. And this is my meal prepped lunch. The salads can remain cold, and you'll just need to reheat the beans throughout the week. Again, this meal is full of protein and fiber and will keep you full for hours. And my meal prep containers I got from Target. These are Pyrex containers, and the bowls I got from Dollar Tree. Next, I'm preparing dinner. I'm making some fettuccine noodles according to the box instructions, and I'm just going to reserve about 1/4 cup of the pasta water. Next, you'll need to gather your seasonings. You're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon of basil, a 1/4 teaspoon of dill, a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, a 1/4 teaspoon of marjoram, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I used 1 sprig of fresh rosemary, but you can also use a 1/4 teaspoon of dried rosemary for this dish. In a saucepan with about a tablespoon of grapeseed oil, I added a tablespoon of minced garlic, a 1/2 cup of chopped sun-dried tomatoes, and a 1/3 cup of chopped red onions. I gave everything a good mix and sauteed over medium heat for a few minutes. Then I added in a whole can of full-fat coconut milk. And then I added in that 1/4 cup of reserved pasta water. Then you're going to add in all of your seasonings, plus salt and pepper to taste. You'll then mix in all of those seasonings very well and simmer for about 5 minutes. Next, you're going to reduce your heat to low and mix in your fettuccine pasta. And this is what your Alfredo should look like, nice and creamy and perfectly seasoned. Now I'm going to show you how I served up my pasta. I garnish with a little bit of red pepper flakes, along with some fresh herbs. I used parsley. And this was my smoky fettuccine Alfredo for the week. This was my first time trying this dish and it turned out really yummy and it reheated really well. I served it up with salad on some days and other days I just ate it on its own. And now my meal prep is complete. Please let me know if you try any of these recipes in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe for more vegan content just like this, and I will see you in the next one.